Hi students, myself Shubhangi Kalyani. Today we are going to learn the lesson Light and Shadow. In this lesson we are going to learn all these points. First point is shadow, second point is shadow formation, third point is changes in shadow formed by sunlight, and last point is uses of objects based on the amount of light passing through them. So let's start.
EVS, light and shadow. When we stand out in the sun, we can see a dark shape on the ground. It looks similar to us. It moves as we move. Do you know what it is? It is called a shadow. A shadow is a dark shape formed when an object blocks the path of light. Not all objects can form shadows. Let us see which objects can form shadows and which cannot. Some objects allow light to pass through them. They do not block the light, so they do not form shadows. We can see through these objects. For example, glass and water. These objects are called transparent objects. Some objects allow only some light to pass through them. They can form shadows, but the shadows are not very dark. We cannot see through these objects properly. These objects are called translucent objects. Some objects do not allow light to pass through them at all. These objects can form dark shadows. We cannot see through these objects at all. These objects are called opaque objects. Our body does not allow light to pass through it. It forms a shadow when light falls on it. Some objects can throw back all the light which falls on them. For example, a mirror reflects the light. Light travels in a straight line. Shadows are always formed opposite to the source of light. See, the morning shadow, afternoon shadow, and the evening shadow. Shadows are always formed opposite to the source of light. When you stand outdoor in the sun, if the sun is on our left, the shadow will be on our right side. If the sun is in front of us, our shadow is formed behind us. If it is above us, our shadow will be below us. Are shadow formed always of the same sizes as that of the objects? No, they appear in different sizes. If the object is close to the light source, the shadow formed is of a bigger size. As the object moves away from the light source, the shadow becomes smaller. The shadow becomes smaller. Have you seen your shadow in the morning? What does it look like? The shadow is long. Have you seen your shadow at noon? What do you find? Your shadow is short. Have you seen your shadow in the evening? The shadow is longer. What happens after sunset? Our shadow disappears after sunset as there is no sunlight. Storytelling using shadow puppets started thousands of years ago. Characters of the story are placed between the light and the screen. Can you guess why we use glass pans to make windows? We need to see through these objects. Glass does not block the light, so we can see through it. Why are our spectacles made of glass? We need to see through these objects. Glass does not block the light, so we can see through it. What will happen if we use glass pans to make the walls of our house? Everything in our house will be seen from the outside. So, we use wood, bricks and stones to make walls. They do not let light pass through them. Hence, we are unable to see through the walls of houses. Why do we use sunglasses when we go out in the sun? Sunglasses let only some of the sunlight pass through them. Thus, our eyes are protected from the bright sunlight. My dear students, today we have learned the lesson light and shadow. And in this lesson, we have learned these points. Shadows, shadow formation, changes in shadows formed by sunlight, uses of objects based on the amount of light passing through them.
I hope students, you understood all these points in this lesson light and shadow. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.